Hi students, how are you? Very fine. Okay, good. What did you ask? About me. I am very fine. Thank you very much. So today we are going to see an interesting story. When I say story, all of you are smiling. Okay, good. Okay, are you all interested? Feel, or you feel comforted? See, seated comfortably first. Okay, don't be too erect. Sit normally, relax. Okay, so today we are going to see a story. We are going to learn a story. This story is about middle class people. This story is about middle class people. Okay, what is the title of the story? This is the last supplementary reader for you, the 6th unit, supplementary 6. What is the title? The Never Never Nest. Double negative is there. So we will see why the author Cedric Mount has given the title double negative. We will see later. Before that, let's go to the warm-up section. See, we are all have dreams. See, no one is exempted of dreaming. All are dreaming. Okay. So, it is not important to dream alone, but to fulfill our dreams, we must plan. See, I have many wishes. I have a lot of desires. I have a lot of dreams. Even Abdul Kalam says, the former president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam says, dream, dream, dream. Okay. Okay. Not, he didn't ask to dream during the day. That is, daydream is, what do you call, futile. It's not fruitful. It's useless. But you must have a useful dream. Based on the dream, you must plan. So, dreaming versus planning. The question is, if you want to lead a comfortable life, what are the essential things do you need? So, in your book, there are many bubbles, so you can fill it. So, what are the essential things? Sir, I want to live. What do first I need? Yes, oxygen, air you need. Okay, 3 times food, at least 2 times food, and then shelter. See, if it is raining, how can we spend our day, spend our time in the open area? No. So, we need shelter, and then in order to hide our skin, we need clothing. And the most thing, what I call very essential thing is knowledge. So, air, food, shelter, clothing, these are all to the human basic, human needs. Knowledge is the mental need. List is the next warm-up section. Next activity will go. List 6 gadgets that you want to purchase. See, I will give you option. See, you can purchase 6 gadgets, electronic gadgets. So, what are the priorities you will give? Which for what you be given priorities at first 1, 2, 3, 4 like this 6. So, for me, Apple iPhone. This is remarkable one. No? You must say the reason also. It is for my wish, not your wish. Your wish may be different from mine. Okay. So, you need not copy this. Sony Trinitron. See, if I have Sony Trinitron, the enemy will jealous of me. Apple Macintosh is user friendly. Sony Walkman, simplicity and affordability, is easy to buy, is very cheap to buy. IBM model 5150, licensed operating system. Victrola recorder player, sleek look, see is a slim look. So, these are all electronic gadgets, you can have your own. Okay. Let us see about the author first. See, whenever you read a story, before that you must know about the author. Who has written this story? Who wrote this story? Cedric Mount. Good. Okay, Cedric Mount. Look at a photograph of him. Cedric Mount is a considerable distinguished playwright of his age. Very highly respected. He wrote some thoughtful plays which include 20th Century Lullaby. To cut a long story short, and Nature Awards Awakam. These are all his work. And he also wrote one-act plays, because one-act plays are easy to perform. No, satirical. His one-act plays are easy to perform. Satirical is attack on something or somebody. Witty, knowledgeable, and insightful. These one-act plays expose the shams of contemporary society. Even when you are going to read one story, this is one-act play. Okay, this is a play, one-act play. Contemporary society, current event, current of the present, contemporary. Contemporary means current. in the same age, we can see. For example, if you want to understand, Vijay and Ajit are contemporary actors. So, easy to understand. That is why I see this example. Okay. Contemporary means of the same age. Besides delicately admonishing the guilty. Okay. Admonishing the guilty. So, this is enough about the author. Another warm-up activity is there. 3 questions are there. Do you think you can afford to buy all these at once? All the 6 items I told you, Apple, iPhone, like this. Do you think it's easy or possible to buy all this? No. We need some lakhs of rupees. So, it is not possible for us to afford to buy all the 6 items, all the 6 gadgets at once. Okay. The second question. We have not have money to buy all our ants at the same time. In such a situation, what are the options available? See, I don't have money. See, I need some 1 lakh rupee, but I have 50,000 rupees. So, the remaining, how can I meet out expenses? I can use credit card. Or, if the shopkeeper is ready to give me on EMI scheme, what do you mean by EMI? Next, equated monthly installment. Equated monthly installment. Is it right or wrong to buy things on EMI? The story is on this only. At the end of the story, after reading the story, we can come to the conclusion that it is right or wrong. Buying things on EMI is right or wrong, we can easily come to the conclusion. So, topic, The Never Never Nest. Who is the author? Cedric Mount. Genre, one act play. What do you mean by genre? Genre is a type. See, it's not a short story, it's not a novel, but it is a one act play. Theme, extravagant living. That is, see, you can cut your coat according to the size. There is a quote. Cut your coat according to the size means within your limited income, you must spend. See, in Tamil, one old song is there. Very old song. Varavu etana, selavu patana. That is, the income is lower than the expenditure. Income is lower than the expenditure. That is the theme of this play. See, I get some 50,000 rupees as my salary. I should not spend more than 40,000. 10,000 at least I should keep for saving. Keep for saving. I should not spend more than beyond 50,000. I spend 50, 60,000, 55,000. It is extravagant living. Extravagant living. So, just the 3 characters for this one night play: Jack, Jill, and Angie. Okay. So, let us go for the introduction. Cedric Mount's plays are extraordinarily famous and universally read and enjoyed. It is written in a simple yet elegant style. Very simple style. At the same time, you can see elegant style. It is noted for its irony, simplicity, and a universal one. Okay, what are the characters of this one night play? The first one is Jack, an easygoing person, a practical person. Jill, she is the wife of Jack and a housewife. Okay, she doesn't go for any job. And the third character, the important character, advising character for the story or one night play on Jack. That is Jack's Aunt Jane, Jack's aunt. Okay, synopsis. I mean, when you write a paragraph, you can give some side headings or subheadings. So, these are the subheadings: The Never Never Nest, House Owner, and Jack's Advice. Now, let us go for the Never Never Nest paragraph or summary of the story, summary of the one act. I am not going to take line by line, don't worry, because since it is supplementary, extended reading, you must know the summary, and the examination you will be asked only the paragraph, only for 5 marks, question number 43. So, it is easy for you to be thorough with the summary, then you will get 5 out of 5. Even the summary, you can write it as a paragraph. Okay. The play takes place in the villa, bought on installments by Jack and Jill. So, the 2 main characters of the story is Jack and Jill. So, they bought many things only on EMI scheme, that is equated monthly installment scheme. So, the first they bought a villa. The villa is an insecure nest, as many lenders might enter at any time to pull the nest down. So, it is very insecure because suppose Jack is failed to repay the money, immediately the bankers will come and take out all the things, throw out all the things outside the house, and they keep both the couple in the middle of the street. So, that is very dangerous. One day, Aunt Jane visits the couple and she is very happy. See, Jack and Jill have led a comfortable life. She is very happy on seeing them leading a very comfortable life. They have a well furnished house, a cozy car. What do you mean by cozy car? A comfortable, okay, car. And all the other household items makes Anne question Jack about the source to buy them. See, how can you buy all these things? Where is the source coming from? She asked. Jack reveals the secret of his purchase. That is, he exhibited. He let the cat out of the bag. That is secret. Minimum cash down and the rest by easy installments was the mantra of the nest. He told there is one simple mantra, a simple logical formula. It is logical formula, I don't know. But according to Jack, it is a simple mantra. What is that? Down payment. You can pay some 3 installments in advance and the remaining installments you can pay in 8 months or 9 months, like that. So, likewise, they purchased the nest. Anne Jane makes Jack calculate his income and amount he spends on installment. So now she further inquired. So what is your income? How much do you earn? And how much do you pay for installments? The latter exceeds the former. That is, the income is lesser than the installments. The installment is more. Suppose just imagine Jack got the salary of 25,000. He paid the installments around 27,000, 2,000 more. And Jan is shocked. How it is possible? Since your income is only 25,000, you are paying more than 25,000, around 27,000. How could you meet out the expenses, the what I call deficit? Jack is neither shocked nor ready to cut down his expenses. Reduce. On seeing the imbalance, he is ready to get loans from money lenders to balance income and expenses. So further, he get loans from whom? The money lender, usurpers, to balance the income and expenses. So he begins to preach to her the easy and comfort of buying things in installments. See, I don't have the entire money. So with the least amount, I could buy a car, I could buy a house, I could buy some essential furniture. So the remaining amount can be paid in. And Jan is not convinced because the explanation of Jack is not a satisfactory one. To whom? Angie. So they spent unnecessary expenses beyond the income. So she tries to bring some sense to the foolish acts. The ultimate shock was Jack's readiness to take loan to pay the installments. That is a final shock. He was ready to get further loans to pay the installments. Anne Jane refuses to use any of their furniture and wishes to leave their villa immediately. So she doesn't want. So no, all the things are you got in installments. I don't want to sit on your furniture. I don't want to travel by your car. I don't want to be in your villa. So immediately she decided to leave the house. She thinks out of experience and advises them to mend their way of living. So she has a vast experience being elder. So she advises them, see, don't buy these things on installments. It will destroy your lifestyle. It will destroy your peaceful life. So avoid buying things. If you have money, you can buy things. Otherwise, don't buy. These are all not essential. Essential things means you have, even in a rented house, you can have food and clothing. That's all. So why do you spend more money on unnecessary things? She encourages them to avoid borrowing money. So avoid borrowing, as their future would become gloomy. In order to support them, she gives a 10-pound check. So now I want you to be relieved from these clutches. So she gave a 10-pound check to settle at least one of their installments. She refuses to use Jack's car and leaves by bus. The humor of the play reaches its saturation point. So the final concluding of the play, when Jill tells Jack that they have to pay one more installment to own their baby. Jill told her, see, I have sent the check to whom? To the doctor, because they have to pay some money to doctor for the delivery of the baby. So at least they can own their baby now. Okay, so that is the zenith, climax point of the play. Even the baby was born in installments, based on installment scheme. So such I think maybe it may be humorous. I think it may be humorous, or I don't know. Okay, what should I say? In such a case, it is very difficult to say or difficult to give an opinion, but avoid buying things on installment. That is the theme of the story. Being extravagant with borrowed money is a deadening alarm for a society. So, whatever you get an income, you must spend within that limit. Don't go beyond that. So it is through this play, Cedric Mount gives an alarm to the society, especially to the middle class families. Rich people know they won't bother about, because they have money, they can buy it everything on ready cash. Poor people know they won't bother about getting things. They don't need. But only the thing with what I call the problem is with the middle class family. So they want to own the house, they want to own a car, they want to own some furniture, anything, what are essential things or comfortable things, what I call luxurious things. Not essential, luxurious. So in order to make them luxurious, they suffer a lot by getting those things in installments. Because they must spend more years to own the property. See, if you buy a house, at least you need a 10 years loan or 15 years housing loan. So till then 15 years, you don't have peace of mind. During the night time, you have fear. So what will happen if I am not able to pay the next installment next month? And now, due to COVID situation, even the job security is not there. For many private companies, they send employees out of the concern or a company. So getting tangled in too many schemes at a time. Actually, the business people, the sellers, they will give attractive schemes, but don't go for that. Okay, because it's just like an insect in a spider's web. You are caught. You are just like an insect which is caught in a spider's web. So plan to maintain the balance between your income and expenses. So you must plan. So work out your income and list out the expenses. Avoid unnecessary expenses. Then life becomes bliss. So thus the play gives us here great lessons about the negative aspects of the consumerist culture in our society. So actually this is a regular thing. Nowadays EMI is more common, but we should avoid it. So such a moral we have through this play. I have never owed a penny in life, cash down. That is my motto. It is said by Aunt Jane. She never owed a penny in life. She never got a loan. Everything, whatever, if she has the cash, she will buy. Otherwise, she won't buy. That is her policy. See, look at the photograph of this house. If you are really affordable to buy it, you can buy. Otherwise, don't buy. Okay. So now let us go for the comprehension question given on page 195. What did actually there is no comprehension question for you anyway. Just for your sake of knowledge, I mean for the fullest understanding of the story, I deal with this. But don't read this one. This summary will be helpful for you as paragraph. Okay. So what did Aunt Jane like about Jack's little nest? Aunt Jane liked all the luxuries provided by Jack in the wonderful house they live in. Okay, she liked it at first, but whenever she knew that it was bought by installments, she didn't feel well. And then second question, Aunt Jane seemed to think that there was a mistake in the wedding present she had given Jack. Why? Actually, they brought all the essential things, all the luxurious things. No, she thought during the time of, at the time of the marriage, actually she planned to give 200 pounds only. She wrote mistakenly 2,000 pounds. So that is the key. On seeing the glamour at the house of Jack, Aunt Jane thought that she did mistake of giving 2,000 pounds instead of 200 pounds as a wedding gift to the couple. What would make Jack the owner instead of being tenant? Jack was a practical man. Actually, see, suppose I live in a rented house. I pay a rent of 5,000 rupees per month. So per year, 60,000. Suppose I buy a house, I pay in installment the same 60,000, means no problem. But I pay 1 lakh rupees, more than 1 lakh. That is a heavy additional burden for me. So I should not buy. So Jack was a practical man. He considers buying house in easy installments rather than spending. Is all earning by paying rent. So he believed that adding a few more pounds, he can become the owner of the house instead of being the tenant. So that is why he prefers to have a own house. So what sounded absurd to Jane? Absurd means, first lesson we read, no. Absurd means illogical. Good. Okay. Jack says that he pays 7 pounds, 8 shillings and 8 pence out of 6 pounds. Actually, his income was only 6 pounds, but he pays through installments 7 pounds, 8 shillings and 8 pence. So this sounds illogical to Aunt Jane. Fifth question. How did Jack manage to pay 7 pounds, 8 and 8 pence out of 6 pounds? Jack managed to pay 7 pounds, 8 and 8 pence out of 6 pounds by borrowing the money. How he could meet out the expenses by borrowing the money from where? Thrift and Providence Corporation, another bank. Okay, Thrift and Providence Corporation, to whom he pays back the money on installments or in installments. So this is the fifth question. And just for all the sake of getting knowledge about the story, that's all. Don't muck up, don't by heart it, just try to understand it. Okay. The sixth question, what advice did Aunt Jane offer the couple? So at last when she left, Aunt Jane left the house, she advised the couple, what is that? To spend less than what they earn. Okay. Suppose your income is $6, means you have to spend less than $6, at least $5 or $5.50. Don't go beyond it. That is the advice given by whom? Good, Aunt Jane. Seventh question, for what purpose did Aunt Jane wish to use the check given by Aunt Jane? Aunt Jane wants Jack to pay off any one of his bills. She wishes to make at least one thing really belongs to him. So now, actually they have more and more loans now. At least she wanted to make it clear, at least one of the loans. So she helped to give the check. So eighth question, just one more installment and baby is really ours. This tells us that a couple did not make the full payment of Dr. Martin's bill. Actually, the final settlement of Dr. Martin, actually the baby was born in a hospital, but the delivery charges, Jack and Jill were not able to settle it. So they had a loan even in the clinic, with the Dr. Martin. So now they want to make the baby own. Now let's go for the paragraph question, very important. Okay, 5 marks, I already told you, pay question number 43. The first very important one, why is there a double negative in the title, the never nest? Elucidate with the reasons from the play. Okay, whenever you write a paragraph, you must cultivate the habit of writing this thing, title, author, genre, theme. So what is the title, the never nest? It should be hyphenated word. Author, Cedric Mount. Genre, one act play, is a comic one. Theme, buy now, pay later, marketing system. Buy now, pay later. Okay, marketing system. So Jack and Jill, the couple, call their house a little nest. Like birds, the ideal couple made their nest from wires, fibers, leaves and grass. Okay, like birds, they compared themselves with the birds. Birds collected all free of cost. Jack and Jill also made their nest, but they bought everything right from the new villa to the radiogram, piano, fridge, car, and also their first baby on all in installment scheme. So not only they bought the house, the new villa, besides the new villa, they bought a radiogram, piano, refrigerator. Refrigerator is the original word, fridge is the clipped word. Car, and also their first baby, all in installment scheme. The hope that it was wise to do so. They hope. See, it was very intelligent. They cleverly do it. No. They are under the illusion that they are doing it cleverly. No. This play emphasizes the fact that hire purchase system enables the low income group to have things which they cannot buy on ready cash. They cultivate a habit of borrowing which makes unhappy forever. See, once you develop the habit of borrowing money, it will land you in trouble. Definitely it will land you in trouble. So there is a double negative in the title, never nest. That is why the author Cedric Mount entitled the play as double title. Okay, double negative, never nest. So this should not be encouraged. So that is why he gave the double negative. Next paragraph, bring out the humorous elements in the play. Actually, the theme of the play is very serious, but the author Cedric Mount has given in the form of humor in his own unique style. Okay, so what are the humorous elements that are portrayed in the play? Okay, Jack and Jill hope in buying all commodities in installments. So they believe to buy everything, commodities, only based on installments, EMI scheme. Jack's salary was not high, but they lived a decent, beautiful house with all the facilities such as radio, a car and a refrigerator. So they wanted to live a decent life. Though their income was very low, not a high one, Jack was a practical man with regard to buying things in easy installment plan rather than spending all his earnings for paying rent. So he does not want to be a tenant, he wants to be the owner of the house. So he was ready to buy a villa based on installment plan. Jack had to pay more than £7 per week, but he was earning only £6. He had to borrow from a trust to pay the balance. He had to pay the trust, the installment in return, further loan. So the loan has been what you call increased, mountained. Okay. At the end of the play, the humor takes on wings, and we hear that the couple had their baby in installment. Even the baby was born only in installment plan. So that is the humorous element in the. Shall we go to the third one? Okay. Even if you ask this question, you can write the little bit from this, and you can add more points from the summary. Okay. So don't write this alone. If you write this alone, this is just direct answer to the question. If you write alone, you will get 2 or 3 marks only. In order to obtain 5 out of 5, you have to go for summary with the proper quotations. Definitely you will get 5 out of 5. Okay. Now, the play reveals the fact. So question is, how does the play The Never Never Nest express the harsh reality of modern living? The play reveals the fact that the hire purchase system enables the low income group to have things that they cannot buy with their money. So here, this is the story, or the one-act play is mainly on middle class family, low income group. So they were not able to buy on cash down payment. On the other hand, the system makes the topic extravagant. They fell into the habit of borrowing that makes them unhappy. The couple, Jack and Jill, believe in buying all things in installments. So they feel comfortable. See, if they buy in installments, it is easy for them to repay. So they also buy their baby in installment. The end of the play is ironical, though an exaggeration. Okay, the conclusion of the play is, though it is an exaggeration, it is a satire. Satire means attack on something, on the materialistic bent of the modern mass. Okay, because nowadays modern people know they're all leading a materialistic life. So that is why the author Cedric Moore made a satire on the materialistic bent of the modern people or modern middle class family. Fourth one, Jill said that they owned the steering wheel of a car, one of the tires, 2 of the cylinders, and leg of the sofa. What does this convey? See, the above mentioned phrases convey that Jack and Jill paid for everything early on installments. So they did not purchase anything on full cash. So they made some advance and installment plan. So only a part of the car and the sofa belongs to them. They are the owners of the steering wheel of the car. It's 2 cylinders and is one of the tires. So like this. So the entire car is not does not belong to them. You have understood this story and read the summary of the story. So thank you, students. I wish you all the best.